Key witness is taking the stand again in rapper A$AP Rocky's trial.
His superstar girlfriend Rihanna is also in court, sitting alongside his family.
Since A$AP Rocky is in this courtroom playing games, and it doesn't seem like he'll be able to escape his 24-year sentence, which comes after he rejected a plea deal that would have only required him to serve 180 days in jail and 3 years of probation. It looks like Rihanna may have to raise her 2 children alone for the next 20 years. A$AP Rocky entered the courtroom with a straight face and pleaded not guilty at the last minute. But things took a shocking turn when it was revealed that aside from his issues with A$AP Rocky, the man he allegedly attacked, he and Relly were also clashing over Rihanna. According to sources, Rihanna was allegedly trying to date Relly, but A$AP got jealous and started acting funny. Insiders claim that Rihanna is not handling this situation well at all. And for those of you who still don't know the full story, some people are even saying that Rihanna might be partially to blame for what's happening. A$AP Rocky is currently facing serious charges, and sources say that a former crew member, Relly, always supported him but was betrayed when A$AP became famous. Instead of helping his day one friends, A$AP allegedly cut them off, leading to a heated argument that changed everything. Tensions exploded in 2021 after the tragic death of one of their mutual friends. That's when things completely fell apart. According to Relly, A$AP allegedly grazed his knuckles twice, but A$AP pleaded not guilty, claiming that he only used a starter gun that fired blanks, not real bullets. And surprisingly, his claims match up with police reports, because when the police searched the scene, they found nothing. No shell casings, no bullets, no gunpowder, nothing. But this is where it gets messy, because you'd think that Relly would just move on if there was no physical evidence, but no. 2 days after the police search, he suddenly found shell casings at the crime scene. This raises major suspicions because police had already searched the area and found nothing. The only solid evidence available is security footage showing A$AP and Relly fighting, but at no point does it show A$AP firing a gun. So now the question is A$AP really guilty, or is he being set up? In addition, forensic experts have not yet confirmed whether the shell casings that Relly brought in were even from the same day that he and A$AP Rocky got into their courtroom fight. Joe Tacopina, A$AP Rocky's attorney, made it crystal clear that aside from witness testimony, there is absolutely no tangible evidence to back up Relly's claims. No bullet holes, no blood, no shell casings, nothing. Relly even made a dramatic scene in court, calling A$AP Rocky Mr. 6-month man, crying about how Rocky would only see him once every 6 months and how he felt betrayed when A$AP allegedly turned his back on him. He claimed that moment was his breaking point. But here's where things get insane. By the end of the first court date, A$AP Rocky was offered a plea deal, which would have only required him to serve 180 days in jail, 3 years of probation, and a few minor charges. If he had accepted, the case would have been over. But instead, Rocky shocked everyone by pleading not guilty. Now, if he is found guilty, he is facing up to 24 years in prison. If that happens, Rihanna will be left to raise their 2 kids alone, a reality that's starting to hit hard. She didn't even attend his first court date, but after Rocky's shocking plea, she showed up fully dressed up and sat in the courtroom, knowing that things were getting heated. Some believe she was there to sway the jury in A$AP's favor. Now, I'm not saying that was her only reason for showing up. But let's be real, Rihanna is one of the most famous and beloved celebrities in the world. If even one juror is a fan, her presence alone could influence the verdict. But the moment she left the courtroom, you could feel the tension. The paparazzi caught her sneaking out through the back door, looking tense and serious, not a single smile. One witness even commented, "You could tell she didn't want to be seen on camera that day, unlike usual." This case is getting messier by the day, and with no solid proof, people are now asking, is A$AP Rocky truly guilty, or is he being set up? She stood anxiously, her eyes scanning the surroundings as she eagerly awaited the arrival of security. Another person said, "I'll forever be mad that she chose A$AP. Now he has her showing up to court to support her man." As if all of this weren't terrible enough, fresh information has just surfaced, revealing that the feud between REI and A$AP Rocky was about more than just A$AP abandoning his crew. It now appears that the drama also involved ***REI and A$AP's issues over Rihanna. And you won't believe who started these rumors. Get ready for this. It's none other than Azealia Banks. Yes, you heard that right, Azealia Banks. Although she's not entirely sure how she got her hands on this tea, she's confident enough to say it's 100% real. She quickly took to social media to spill the beans. When A$AP Rocky and Rihanna got together, he wanted to show off to his crew. To make sure they knew he'd gotten her, he even sent Rihanna to Harlem to meet the guys. But things took an unexpected turn when Rihanna and REI started getting a little too close for comfort. It seems that Rihanna and REI were getting along way too well, which made A$AP incredibly jealous. He couldn't take it, so he called REI to confront him. But things quickly escalated, and days later, A$AP jumped REI, pulling a weapon on him, and that's when the beef started. But it doesn't stop there. Azealia Banks also revealed that $AP Rocky, who grew up in Harlem, was known to use REI to gain street cred. She even mentioned the tragic death of A$AP Yams, a rapper from A$AP Rocky's crew. According to Azealia, A$AP used to lean on Yams for support when he was still alive. Sadly, Yams turned to pills to cope with the pressures of the lifestyle, which led to his addiction. Azealia also claimed that after Yams passed away, A$AP Rocky allegedly gave Yams' mother $60,000 to keep quiet about what he supposedly did to her son.
Naka literally made Rocky. Rocky is not from Harlem like he says. So the tea on this is Rocky corny ass had Rihanna in Harlem trying to show off and made the mistake of inviting really fine chocolate ass over, and of course Ray was all in his face flirting and shit. Rocky got jealous, invited him to meet up somewhere, pulled him in for a hug, and then really tried to kill him. And all because Rihanna was looking. Riley ain't looking for no payday. He's genuinely deeply hurt because he really believed in Rocky and considered him a friend. Rocky is responsible for A$AP Yams' overdose because he would punk him in front of people, punch him in the chest knowing he had severe asthma, and sent him into a spiraling depression. He tried self-medicating away with Xanax. Rocky gave Yams' mother a measly $60K after all Yams did to stylize him. I grew up with all these. Rocky tried Relly and recklessly almost A$AP Ills. I don't give a Rocky needs to go to jail and pay Relly with whatever money he makes. This case is missing another count of attempted Elysia, felony, illegal possession of a firearm, fraudulent inducement, coercion, intentional infliction of emotional distress, reckless endangerment, and everything possible.
Azealia Banks, the 6-stick child, is known to visit Beyoncé's website regularly, often at any time of the day when something major is happening. She even boldly claims, "I need you for anything." This statement has sparked a whirlwind of reactions. Some people are dismissing her claims as nothing more than conjecture, saying it's all just a stretch. But there's one thing we know for sure: when Azealia Banks says something, it never fails to stir up controversy. So we'll have to take it all with a grain of salt, but the fact that she's consistently linked to these situations keeps the rumors flying high. I'm genuinely just shocked that Celia is speaking. She sounds very coherent, and her story sounds believable. That doesn't mean it's true, but it's interesting nonetheless. Another person said this is more than likely. The truth is 9 times out of 10. The reason why guys fall out is over a female. It always has to do with a female. The beef between Drake and Future is because of a female. That's where it all started, and Kendrick finished it. If you know, you know. However, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Is Rihanna really the cause of all this chaos? Could A$AP Rocky be facing the consequences of his actions, or do you think he might actually win this trial? Will he walk free, or is he looking at 24 long years behind bars? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We need to know what you think. And while you're here, don't forget to click on this other wild, messy video that's sure to keep you hooked.